$1,576.
That's how much you gotta pay.
No, that's how much
You gotta pay. Talk to him.
Thank you.
Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
That's why I don't like men who like know their worth. Like, I hate y'all. I hate men who know their worth. They be like, I don't gotta deal with girls. I know my worth. I got my. For men was just like dinner and. But now y'all want to be like having real deep conversations and. Y'all want to be like asking out what you do. Oh, I do. Trying to cut.
I don't really get this. I don't get this type of thinking, this type of talking. I mean, this man or these men want to have a conversation. They want to actually connect. So many women, even though they're like, oh, I know what it is what it is. You don't just get up and run out on me. But now when a man's like, okay, let me adapt, let me accommodate, let's just talk. All of a sudden you make fun of them. Like, what are women doing these days?
Off like, no, I don't got time for the drama, or you toxic. I hate when they say to me, you toxic. So what's up? What you doing tomorrow? Who teaching you all that shit? For real, who teaching you all that shit?
Teaching us what?
Y'all worth. I don't like that.
Child support court update. So I had court again today because a new judge was assigned to the case. If you don't know, I get $3,700 of child support every month, and I use it on myself. I don't use it on my kids. The old judge that was assigned to our case was okay with me spending, the child support on myself.
Ma'am, if you are actually doing this, you are going to jail. You're going to jail.
Because he clearly said it was just reimbursement for what I have been spending on my children. But the judge today was not having none of that. And she completely took me off of child support. Meaning I'm now getting $0.
Someone needs to tell me if this woman's entire account is satire.
I think it is. There ain't no way she gonna be doing this type of stuff. But then again, when you say something could never happen, modern women usually come back and prove you dead wrong.
Please, because I've talked about one of her videos before where she was going on and on about how she does things for her kids, but she will not do anything for her husband because he's not a child. And now this video pops up on my feed, and apparently she's in the middle of a divorce and she gets a crazy amount of child support, or used to. And now she's complaining to all of us that her child support was taken away because she was spending it on herself instead of the child. Ma'am, do you not feel guilty for taking candy from a child, your child, to be specific? Because that is what you're doing. Even if you are getting a crazy amount of child support and you can't find ways to spend it all on the child at this point, maybe they're too young, punt it into a savings account and punt their name on it. I can't believe that more parents don't do this, because at some point that child is going to grow up and they're going to know, they're going to find out. And trust me, when that day happens, they are going to see you for who you are.
And they're going to get mad at you, or you're going to get mad at them, because they're like, man, I don't have anything to do with my mom. I don't even talk to her. Oh, my kids don't ever talk to me. My kids don't ever talk to me. I'm lonely. I live out in the woods, up in the mountains, away from everyone. Just me and my dogs, just me and my cats, and they never come visit me. I'm alone. But you done it to yourself.
Oh my God, yes! Oh my God, I'm officially divorced! Yes!
Wait, she jumping around. She excited.
She's shaking.
Oh my
Okay.
God!
And ain't nobody stopping her. Ain't nobody stopping her. It's like, hey man, maybe you need to tone it down. Nah, ain't none of that going on.
I'm officially primary custodian of the kids. What about the child support? That's it? Tony, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Uh-huh.
Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me? This is not fair.
That's not fair. You got custody of the kids. Weren't you just jumping around and celebrating a minute ago? Well, jump around and celebrate this.
I stayed in a marriage for 23 years and built up a family and my ex's career and everything. And we literally just got to where it was supposed to be everything we dreamed of. Like, owned a company, making, almost $1 million. And that was my breaking point. And
Impressive.
I left it all. And I'm not a person that is about money. I've kind of been in mourning of the like, oh my gosh, like I gave it all up. Everything was around my family. So when I chose to leave, I gave it all up, like all up. I had no clue that the worst was yet to come. And
The worst. Usually people say the best is yet to come. Probably your friends that told you to get out of the relationship. The worst is yet to come. The worst. The absolute worst. I thought I was out here about to get over on him. I saw the grass from afar, from across the way. And I said, it's greener over there than it is over here. I'm just going to Billy goat hop right over there, right across, right over the fence to that other pasture. Looks like it's brown. And that was just a mirage. That was just an illusion. And now, just as fast as I jumped over that fence, seems like the people back across that fence built up the fence even higher, even taller. Dang, I can't jump back over. What am I do? Sit up here and or whatever they do. Sit up here and whine until I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm stuck.
the 1 year of separation. And so it's weird because I find that I just thought today for a split second, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I know.
I should have just stayed. It wasn't that bad. Like, you made it 23 years. You made 26 years total. Your kids are like college and one's almost out of high school. Like, you made it. Like, it didn't matter at this point.
I just wonder what she got divorced for. Like, was he mishandling you? Because nobody, I think, would tell you to stay in that situation, right? If the man's mishandling you, then you got to leave. But y'all getting in back and forth in the fights or whatever and whatnot, and you sitting up here saying, you know what? I can find better.
They can do their own separate life and all that. You made it to the point where you guys were making so much money and you had big houses and you could do whatever you want and you can relax. Like, I'm terrified. I don't have 401k. My counsel did not have my back. And there's just timelines that you can't stop. And so
now there's an idea. Y'all keep on working on the business together. Y'all be respectful. If the house is big, y'all can stay in different rooms. To be honest, I mean, would I advocate for that? Probably not. But if y'all are that bad, but now look at you.
it is what it is. And, you know, I'm 47 years old. And it's not like I'm 25. I'm healthy, kind of. I have an autoimmune disease, which means it's life-threatening for the rest of my life. You know, things can change. But it's not like I'm an invalid and can't do anything for myself. But it is terrifying. Like,
For sure.
I could have stayed. I'm so mad that I think this way.
You know, that's terrible, to be honest with you, on a serious note, because you have that, and now you decided to leave, I'm assuming, and you have that disease, so you're going to need somebody to take care of you, and now you just put yourself in a horrible position, Wow.
I could have stayed. My life would have been so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
But I have to make money.
So he was telling the truth.
Well, not fully the truth, because, I mean, you know, he's acting like I'm not there for him. He's complaining now. He didn't have any complaints whenever we got together.
We just established you are not there. They're with him 5 days a week. Excuse me. Mr. Williams, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told her. No interruptions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, you don't have to thank me because you've been doing it. So, no, that's not what we're doing. It is not to taunt him. It is just to make sure I give him the same treatment that I gave you, okay?
Appreciate that.
Now, he has not been dishonest thus far in what he said because you just confirmed it. Well, you get him on your off days, which is 2 days a week. The other 5 days, they're with him. You do Happy Meals and park. He's taking them to school. He's feeding them. He's getting them dressed for school, getting them dressed are they in any activities?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
in school. My younger daughter, she's cheerleading.
But Your
Okay,
Honor,
are
I'm
you
the one-
taking them to
but I'm
cheerleading?
providing for them.
Okay.
He's not telling the financial
so
part.
let's talk about that then.
Yes.
How much money do you make?
I do very well.
How
That
much money
wasn't
you
my
make?
question.
Exactly what she telling me.
That, excuse me. That
100
I can't,
I'm
write
sorry,
down
I'm
very
sorry.
well on the child support order. I need to know how much you make in a dollar amount.
$180K a year.
$180K a year.
Yes.
How much of that $180,000 are you giving dad?
I love that.
Well, not necessarily giving that, but on my children, because I don't give it directly to him. I take care of my children.
Wait a minute, hold on. The kids are 8 and 5.
Right.
How
So you
much?
got to give it to him. So what are you giving him to provide for the kids?
Well, I wasn't giving him anything.
How
to
much
provide
are you
for
giving to the
When
kids?
when I check on my kids, I do for my kids, and I buy my kids
What does
stuff.
that mean?
That means like I provide things for them. I do when they're in
Should be
my
taking them.
care.
Yep.
That's when I provide for them. But
Yeah.
2 days a week in your care, right?
Well, full
We've
time.
established that.
Yes.
So,
So-
what do you do beyond that?
But as far, I can't imagine giving this
Nothing.
man any amount of money that I work hard for, and he.
I try to load them up before they go back over there. And whatever they have left, if he gets the little scraps of that, then it's good. But I'm not giving him any money directly. Now, if I have to give them something, like say for instance, $10, $20, and he happens to find that and use that for gas money or something like that, I can live with that. That's basically what she's saying. But as far as me giving him money and paying child support to take care of the children on the rest of those days, on the 5 out of the 7 days, and I only take care of them 2 out of 7, I'm not gonna do that.
Talking about this stripper, this and that. I'm an exotic dancer, but he didn't have that problem when
Oh,
we got
Lord.
together. And the years that we were together, he wasn't complaining then. But as regarding my children, I take very good care of them. I just can't imagine the hard work that I do. That's why my knee is messed up now, because I had an injury at work.
Swinging
And
on
he
the
knows
pole?
that. And then he's
Doing what? You fell off the stage?
begging for money. I take care of my children. My
He's
children have
not
no want.
begging. He's not.
Asking.
He is not. He is not begging. He is telling you to do what you should do anyway as a parent.
for the children.
Your Honor,
In
the
private,
part-
Your Honor,
Your Honor,
he's
the
trying
part-
to get back with me.
Here,
He does
one second.
extra
Hold on,
stuff,
hold on.
like-
Shh. It doesn't matter. That has no bearing on child support. What he says to you, what he says about you, doesn't make any never mind to me. What you say about her, what y'all's conversations are, that has no never mind, has nothing to do with child support.
What's about to happen.
Okay?
Right,
It's not a but. Let me ask you a question, because I don't want to derail this conversation in this case, because I have some more that I need to get to today. Now, if you're making $180,000 a year, why aren't these children on any type of health insurance?
Well, the profession that I have,
It's
you
up
know,
and
there's
down.
no insurance offered, and I mean,
Well, it doesn't have to be. You're
Marketplace.
considered a independent contractor, right?
Yep.
right.
That means you can get private health insurance.
Yep.
Well,
Did you know that?
That's I
knew
wasn't really.
that.
I'm not really sure how to go about doing that.
You didn't ask.
You can
But-
Google.
With that type of money, you can have somebody help you out. As a matter of fact, you can go on the website and they say, is somebody else preparing this for you? Or whatever it is, you can get help with that if you want to. Y'all hire men for everything else. Just call that number and they'll point you in the right direction.
And say to the internet how to find private health insurance.
Right.
I'm trying to see
But
where
see,
she
but
get the
he has
180
his
from.
own barbershop, and through the barbershop, I figured that he could, like, he's complaining about I don't spend time
I
enough
have
with
to
him.
start doing
He
that.
can figure
I
that
wouldn't have
part
been
out.
doing
Okay,
that.
hold on.
Because I can take my kids to the doctor, pay the copay out of cash, and be done. Like, insurance for what? I mean,
Well, child support
we're not gonna
for
do
what?
that.
Because you're definitely getting ready to pay. How about
No,
that?
wait.
Yes, no,
But
it's
Your
not
Honor,
a wait.
he didn't
no,
tell
ma'am.
you-
No, ma'am. You came here to waste my time.
No.
You did come here to waste my time. You make $180,000 a year, and you have not been doing what you need to be doing for these children. You don't pay for cheerleading. You pay for Happy Meals, and
But
I
he
can't even
act-
say
he's
you pay for
acting
the
like
park
he is
because
a-
the
Where
park
did he
is
come
free.
from?
Your Honor, I just want to say, and he's talking about my kids being teased at school and all of that. No, he's the one being teased. He's the one that is brainwashing them to believe this stuff and want to turn my kids against me because I don't want to be with him any longer. That's the ultimate problem. That's why we're here. Because before this,
Lower your tone. Lower your tone. I don't want to hear nothing else besides What's your bank account information? You getting ready to pay this child support.
Mr. Williams didn't have any problems with me financially, taking care of my kids, providing.
Your Honor, this
Baby,
is
I'ma
exactly
support
why
you,
we're not staying
and you go
together.
do what you need to go do those 2 days a week. That was our agreement. Now you want to bash me and make it seem
Write the order up, Judge. Write the order up.
like I'm not there for our children.
2
How
days
dare
out of the
you?
week, Your Honor.
No, it's not 2 days.
2 days
It's
out
not
of the week, and
but
she
can you
yelling
tell-
full time.
Okay, but what about that day you had an appointment and I had to watch them?
What about
Lower
the
your
day you
tone.
left the kids at the house to go out with your
I would
friends?
never. You know what? See, you always bringing up old stuff. You know, you always going. You're on. At the end of the day, I make very good money. I do very well, and
We
he wasn't
know.
complaining then, and now he wants to complain now, and I just don't know what to tell him. You know. But
You
our
can
kids
tell
is
him I'm
not
a
an
pay
issue.
You can tell him I'm about to pay this child support to you. Support our kids.
They love me dearly. Please tell your Honor. Please tell her that how much the
Your
kids
Honor, I don't
love
have to
me. They talk
brainwash
about
them.
me.
I don't have to
in a
brainwash
good
them.
way.
They already know.
No. They
'Cause
talk
they
about
getting
me
it in
in a
school.
good way. They love their mother dearly because I'm there for them. What memories are you making with them? Did they
Okay,
tell you
hold
how
on,
they
hold
act
on.
at the
Let me-
park?
hold on.
They love the park.
Here's the memory we're getting ready to make because I made my ruling.
They love the park. That's the only thing that you got. I take them to the park and they love it. With 180K, stingy. You're not a generous woman, are you?
You have capped out, according to Texas guidelines, your gross is $9,200 a month. Child support is set at $2,300. You're going to do
Thank
a
you, Your Honor.
reimbursement to Medicaid for $276, making your monthly child support payment $2,576.
Love
That's
that.
how much you gotta pay.
No, that's how
Nah.
much you got to pay.
Thank you, Your
The
Honor.
children live with him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't see the celebration.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. What happened to the celebration? Because you're the one that's paying that $2,576. The children live with him. He should not pay you anything.
Dating is
Exactly.
so
Love
hard.
that.
I just want so badly to love and be loved, to find like my partner, find my person. Another round of time being wasted. I can't wait for the time where most things about me are endearing to someone, where I find someone who has like the same communication style as me, is emotionally intelligent. I just don't know like when.
Have you ever thought that maybe, just maybe, y'all might not have the same communication style? And that's why there's a plethora of tests and activities to help couples communicate. That's why therapy exists. That's why a lot of people get divorced, because there's some sort of communication breakdown. So it's not likely that you're going to have the same communication style as that person, in my opinion.
It's gonna happen for me, and like I know I talk about my dating on here and people can have their own opinions and this and that, but I'm just someone out here who's trying to find someone. I just sometimes feel like the love I so desperately want to give and to receive is not meant for me.
I don't know, man. When modern women cry about this stuff and they say, I have so much love to give, and then a lot of men inquire about that love, they say, no, it's not love for you. I meant the Chad over there. I meant the guy that was 6'2". That's the person that I want to love. I mean, I know you making 60, 70K, but I'm looking for the guy who make about 120, 125. That's the man I'm looking for. I'm not looking for you. Get out of my face.
When are we going to start telling the rap girls we don't want to hear about them dogging out men when they have a good man at home that's with the baby and they got a big ring on their finger? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm over that. Like, now.
Well, they be out there. They be out there. It's just that modern women be cussing them out, telling them they ain't nothing. Get out my face. You ain't nothing but a pick me. Did he pick you yet? All that type of stuff. You ain't spitting nothing but truth. Do you love the misogyny and all this other stuff?
I want to hear about you being a PTA mom and you like driving your Cadillac and your Lululemon set and you like going for runs in the morning and like Pilates and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to hear nothing else about like I'm over that phase of my life. We looking for husbands. Just
Hey, listen. I think you might be running into something that's going to leave you single for a little bit longer, and I'm tell you what it is. And I know you probably guessed it. This Lululemon driving around in Cadillac lifestyle, that lets men know. That's a buzzword for men. That lets them know that you're going to be out here playing games. I see you got your hair done. Looks fantastic. I see you got your makeup and all that stuff. Looks fantastic. Absolutely stunning. Yada, 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 and all that stuff. I see you've curated an image for online, for the man that you're looking for. I just hope that when you find this man that you're looking for, you don't come to the table talking about I am the table, or I don't bring anything but myself to the table, because that's the quickest way for you to end up back on here on TikTok talking about where are the men at? I need a husband.
Like you.
Y'all only call age gaps grooming when they ain't got no money. Because the same ones that saying that that's a certain age be grooming younger girls is the same ones that repost when Boston Richie buy Tati a new Benz.
Dang.
When he opened up her a new business. Y'all be in the comments like, this my type I fear.
We love a generous
we love
queen.
A good trick. We love a man who can spin and don't care about it. We love a man that can put us up. But soon as y'all get put in a bad situation where y'all get left with kids or you get left up and broke, now you got groomed. Let's make some make sense. And that's where I look at it like a morality can really be bought depending on the price.
Yes, sir.
Like, real shit. Like, how's it grooming if it don't put you in position to do nothing for you? But then it's not grooming if it can buy you whatever you want and do whatever you need him to do for you. Makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. We love a generous king. We love a generous king. A man that's going to spend his last. These modern women now are settling, quote unquote, for men who, because they can't find a man that makes over 100K, that's got all of the things that they want, they think it's quote unquote settling if they get a man that makes 90K, a man that makes 80K, but will spend everything on her, every single penny, every single dime. That's what they're looking for, right? And they think they've gotten smart in doing that. Oh man, these 20-year-olds, can't stand them. Oh, but I see a man over here that's 50. I know I'm 20, but he's just the love of my life. 30-year difference. That man has been in a wheelchair in a nursing home since he was 52. And you just been out here 22, just living your life, having fun. Y'all got married, and then 2 or 3 years later, you putting that man in a retirement home, taking all his money. I love it. He left all this to me. He signed it over and he loves me. But like he said, when a man don't leave you with nothing, all of a sudden, oh, he did you wrong. And it's not even that maybe he left and went with a different woman. Maybe it's just that I passed away or something, some unfortunate circumstance where I got really sick and now you have to take care of me. Oh, see, I ain't looking for no man that a nurse with a purse. That's all they looking for. Yeah. But when you saw that insurance policy being finalized, then it was all great. You want to go out and celebrate and all that other stuff. But now that you got to do some work in the relationship is a problem. Y'all keep it up.